Welcome back to the Anthony Lee Crypto channel. Today, I'm going to tell you exactly why the Bitcoin price is about to crash hard. Stay tuned. Watch this video. You're going to want to find out what I have to say. You can make a lot of money shorting Bitcoin, or at least not writing Bitcoin down or writing your altcoins down. Do not believe all the false hopium that is telling you Bitcoin's going to new all-time highs, it's going to 110K, all this nonsense. It certainly can, but the evidence on the chart suggests otherwise. Let's dive in and take a look. I'm going to show you multiple reasons on the macro scale that Bitcoin is going down very, very soon. We're looking at a chart here on the 2 daily time frame for Bitcoin. We're calling this big trade that's coming up Babylon, okay? Babylon's a biblical reference to the Babylonian Empire that was arrogant and full of greed and took a hard fall, a big crash, if you will, just like is coming for Bitcoin, okay? There were certain criteria for this trade that we were looking for that we may not get that has happened historically for Bitcoin every single time. And I understand just because it happened before does not mean it will happen again. But every single cycle we have gotten this. And even if we don't get it this time, even if this time is different, there's another Babylon scenario that I'm about to show you that we 100% will get, and we'll be able to enter this trade, which we're going to do live in the Anthony Lee Crypto Discord. Join it below. Join the VIP Discord, also AnthonyLeeCrypto.com. I'm going to take a $1 million trade on this, and I'm going to do it live. I'm going to show it. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is and show you. I plan to make over $250,000 on this one trade. Join the Discord, see how we do it. All right, guys. So on the 2 daily time frame, every single time in history, we have had these things happen. You had an all-time high. The white line is the 5 EMA. The green line is the 55 EMA. We have had every single time the 5 crossed to 55, come down, you set 3 lows. 1, 2, 3. And guys, I'm going to be brief, so stick with me. After the 3 drops, you had 2 highs. 1, 2, one other time you had a 3rd high. So potentially we still could get this scenario, okay? It's happened every single time. It just hasn't happened yet, and it may not. When you get that 2nd or 3rd push up, price goes above the 382 before the 0.5 and then rejects before coming down to the rest of the bear market, okay? And when it does that, it drags the 5 up above the 55. Okay, and when they cross back below, that is your entry signal, and that has 100% of the time been a winning massive trade, at least 50%. Now, I'm not suggesting we'll get another 50% down on Bitcoin this time, as I do think that could be a little different, but all 3 previous cycles, we got at least 50% from that 2nd cross. First cross of the 5 and 55 here, the 2nd cross here has given us a massive move to the downside, okay? I'll show you briefly on the 2 daily time frame where it happened every single time in the past. And also, we had this with 2 daily hidden bearish divergence each time, okay, which we do have setting up at current price action, okay? Forgot to mention that. But you can see it here. You got the cross to the downside, 3 drops, 1, 2, 3. In this particular case, you got 3 pushes to the upside before they crossed. 1, 2, and then a 3rd, which pushed you above this 382, rejected before the 0.5. When price rolled over, it dragged the 5 had crossed to the upside here. It dragged the 5 right back below the 55. Entry signal for a short, 60% move to the downside. You can go look at the 2 previous cycles prior to that. It's the exact same thing, and I do mean exact same thing. The only difference is here you only got 2 moves to the upside before you got the exact same scenario. So we're actually looking for this, hoping for one more push up on Bitcoin, although it doesn't look promising, okay? And that's okay if it doesn't. Let's take a look at our other scenario that has happened also every single time, which will happen this time, okay? And that is our chart on the right here, which is the monthly Bitcoin price, okay? 100% of the time in the past, when you get the monthly 5 cross the monthly 13, that's the white and the orange, 100% of the time you've gotten a move below the monthly 55, which will be coming up somewhere around there, probably meet somewhere around 65, 70K, but you've gotten a move below it, okay? So even if you took this trade upon the cross, if you took this trade upon the cross and decided to get out at the 55, you've gotten that every single time. And assuming it crosses somewhere about where price is now, because you will get this cross this month, assuming the monthly candle closes below $86,500, which we're only a couple $1,000s away from that now. I don't think we'll get it this month, but we certainly could. And if we got it from here, you would be looking at a move down of about 25%, and that's just if you took profit or closed a trade at the monthly 55. And let's go back in time, and you can see every single time when you got this cross, here it is in 2022, you got the cross right here. It was big move to the downside, and you never came back above it until you entered the next bull run, right? So you get the cross here, came down, 60+% move, cross back to the upside was the next bull run, right? And we could go back and look at the previous cycle before that. Exact same thing. You had an all-time high, you came down, you finally got the cross to the downside, big move down, you didn't cross back up until the next bull run, okay? And this doesn't look like a big move from the time of the cross, but it is absolutely a big move down. 54%. 54%. As you can see, below that green monthly 55. And we can even go back to the first cycle, and you'll see the exact same thing. You got the all-time high, price comes down, you get the 5 crossing the 13 right there, and big move down. You never even came close to it again. 61% move down there, guys. So the 55 monthly had not started yet, but you can see it here. And if you just kind of extrapolate the trajectory there, you can see it would have come, and I know it's not exact, but it would have come something like that. And you can see how that kind of smoothly rounds off there. So you would have come below it again. So that's what we're looking for. So even if we don't get scenario 1 with one more pump for Bitcoin headed up to just above the 382, dragging that 5 above the 55 on the 2-daily time frame, even if we don't get that, we will get scenario 2 of Babylon, which is the monthly 5 crossing the monthly 13, which is our entry signal, okay? But that's not all. We want to look over to the VIX and the USDT chart compared to Bitcoin, okay? If you're unfamiliar with these charts, I put out a video that explains how these have an inverse relationship to Bitcoin on the macro scale, and they predict the big moves. So when the VIX or USDT move up, Bitcoin moves down. Cryptocurrency in general just moves down hard, okay? I'm looking at all three of these on the monthly time frame, okay? On the monthly time frame. So when the VIX comes down, likewise, Bitcoin goes up, okay? You can see right here, and you can trace my cursor. The last time the VIX was down here, which is the chart on the far left, the last time the VIX was down here, USDT was down there also. Bitcoin was up here at all-time highs. As soon as they started to move up, Bitcoin started to move down, okay? And the cipher indicator works great on these as well. And as you can see on the weekly time frame right here, we have on the VIX, we have bullish divergence setting in with a confirmed weekly green dot, okay? We are about, you can see on the USDT chart, if I zoom in a little on cipher, we just got the money flow crossover into the green. We're about to get a weekly green dot there. So the VIX is headed up. USDT is about to headed up. And what do you know? Look at the Bitcoin chart. We're about to not only get a weekly red dot, but we should get the money flow crossover into the red, which is going to be very bearish, okay? So this alone would be bearish, but we also have it in confluence with these other two leading indicator charts to indicate that we're about to get a massive move to the downside on Bitcoin, guys. I want you to be prepared for this. Don't be afraid of it. You can still make a lot of money with this. Just be prepared for it. Do not be believing those folks that are telling you we're fixing to go to new all-time highs or 110K. I don't even think we go to 100K. I think best case scenario, I was looking for 99.5. We went to 98K last week, but I think we'd be lucky to go back to 93K at this point. 99.5, absolute max. I do not think we see 100K again this cycle, okay? Speaking of that weekly crossover, let's go back and take a look at our previous chart here, and let's throw on cipher. I'm going to go to the weekly time frame, and you can see in the last cycle, 2022 cycle, what happened? What happened is soon, here we are up here with our entry signal, but as soon as Bitcoin got that weekly red dot and money flow crossover into the red, you can see it right there, trace me up right there. That was it. Game over, okay? Game over. And that is exactly what we're going to get today. So now, I do think and hope, I really hope we get one more pump to the upside, because I do want this primary scenario. I would like to get Babylon entry 1 where we come up and get that crossover between the 5 and 55 on the 2-day. I would like to come up one more time. I really would. And that would give us the 100% confluence of every other cycle, come up here like that and then end it. I would like to get that. I just don't know if we're going to get that, okay? But I do know we're going to get this, and I do know we're getting a weekly red dot tomorrow, and I do know the VIX and the USDT chart are both extremely bullish with bullish divergences on the weekly time frame. So regardless if we get one more little push up, it will be a failed rally headed to the bottom of the bear market, guys. So just be ready for it. We're going to take the trade live. Continue to join us. I'm going to show you this trade live. Do not get left behind for everyone else who's looking for 110K plus. Do not get left behind with them. It's not going to happen. Let me show you one more thing while I got you. I know I'm going on a little tyrant here, but I hear people talking about this weekly Bitcoin bullish divergence and the green dot on the weekly, okay? Guys, I hear people talking about it. I hear it, okay? Let me show you. Let me show you. I am on the weekly time frame, okay? I see it. I see it. Boom. You're right. Bullish divergence, weekly green dot, okay? The problem with this is, guys, this was 6 weeks ago. This was 6 weeks ago, okay? 6 weeks ago, and you add from bottom to top, wick bottom to wick high, you got a 22% move, okay? Let's look at previous cycle real quick, guys, and I'm going to let you go. You don't want to miss this. Let's look at previous cycle, guys. Let's look at previous cycle. Okay, what do we got here? Same thing, guys. Weekly bullish divergence. And what did you get? Time you got the green dot right there. I'm sorry, I marked it from the wrong spot. Time you got the green dot right there. 26% move to the upside. Pretty much the same thing. Got 22, I forgot even what I said. 22%, 26%. Pretty much the same thing. The very next thing you got was the weekly red dot and weekly money flow cross into the red, exactly like you're fixing to get, guys. So people saying that this needs to be a 40% rally because it always is when you get the weekly green dot, that's not the case. The exact same spot that we're in now from the last cycle, you only got 26%, followed by a red dot and money flow crossover into the red, and that was all. So in my opinion, and I could certainly be wrong, this is finished. Red dot next, money flow crossover next. Bottom of the bear market, guys. Don't be mad at me. I'm not a bear. I hold some altcoins. I would love to see price go to new all-time highs, but I'm prepared because I just don't think that's going to happen. That is not what the chart is saying. So just be prepared. Don't be mad at me. Just be prepared. I'm just interpreting what the chart says, guys. So join us. We're going to take this trade. You can make a lot of money. I will show you how we take it and how we make money and how we profit from it. So we would love to have you. I will see you next time.